Throughout time, people across the world told each other tales of how they came to be, of heroes and monsters, romance and tragedy, death and rebirth. Mythology helped shape the ancient world, explaining the unexplainable. This is Mythology Unleashed. The Pine Barrens, a vast expanse of forest and marshland covering over 1 million acres of New Jersey, almost a quarter of the entire state's area, and a fine backdrop for many local legends. It is only natural, after all, for legends to develop here over time, namely those concerning monstrous beasts and strange creatures. What with so much wilderness acting as both hiding place and hunting ground for creatures both real and imaginary, and certainly an easy place to get lost in. One creature of legend in particular famously calls this woodland its home, and it is among the most famous legendary cryptids of American folklore, the Jersey Devil. Also called the Leeds Devil, the Jersey Devil is a truly grotesque creature with a storied appearance unlike any other in folklore. The most common depiction paints it as having a bipedal, kangaroo-like body with hooves or talons, a long neck, an elongated head like a horse, crowned with a set of horns or sometimes antlers, a whip-like tail with an arrowhead tip, and a massive pair of giant bat-like wings. What's more is that the devil is said to possess a pair of huge, practically glowing eyes, rife with animalistic fury. While many American cryptids and legendary beasts tend to resemble exaggerated versions of real-life animals or mythical creatures of old European mythologies, the Jersey Devil truly looks like a creature born from the pits of hell itself. There are a number of different stories as to how the Jersey Devil was created, though all agree it was born of a human woman. As the most widely told legend goes, in the early 1700s, a woman named Jane Leeds of Estellville, New Jersey, was a mother of 12 children. But when she had discovered that she was pregnant with a 13th child, she cried out in despair that this yet-to-be-born child would be a devil. In 1735, Mother Leeds was in labor on a stormy night, while her friends gathered around her. To her relief, Leeds' child appeared as a normal human infant. But because fate is cruel, the 13th child metamorphosed into its creature form, complete with its horned animal-like head, bat wings, and a forked tail. Shrieking in animalistic fury, the child attacked everyone in sight before flying up the chimney and out into the wild. And there it remains to this day, flying high in the night, stalking prey in the Pine Barrens, prowling the marshes of southern New Jersey, and emerging periodically to rampage through the towns and cities, and attacking those it happens upon. Though the story of the Jersey Devil is an outlandish one, even in terms of post-colonial American folklore, belief in the creature's existence was quite strong, and in some ways still is. Countless stories have circulated describing the devil's escapades, raiding chicken coops and farms, destroying crops, killing livestock, and even abducting small children. One alleged witness was Commodore Stephen Decatur, who in the early 1800s recounted that he saw a large, mysterious flying creature near the Hanover Mill Works, and he fired a cannonball point blank at it, though the projectile did not even slow the creature's flight. Throughout the 1800s, the Jersey Devil was a scapegoat for many catastrophes, ranging from animal mutilations to damaged property to bouts of sickness to shipwrecks. Some even say that to glimpse the beast, even just its eyes, or to hear its howls in the night, were to precede misfortune. But in the early 20th century, the Jersey Devil would have very many reported appearances, most of which took place in the course of just a few weeks. In January 1909, a councilman of Trenton claimed to have been awoken by flapping wings outside his bedroom window, and later claimed to find cloven footprints in the snow near his home. Within the following weeks of the councilman's alleged encounter, hundreds if not thousands of other people also claimed to have seen the Jersey Devil, and it made news in local papers, with reports of the creature attacking a nightclub in Camden, a trolley in Haddon Heights, and even police officers whose bullets had no effect on the beast. The January 1909 sightings of the Jersey Devil were widespread throughout southern New Jersey, and even spread as far as Pennsylvania, Delaware, and western Maryland, prompting a number of unsuccessful hunting parties and vigilante groups to not only prove the devil's existence, but also stop its reign of terror. In the following years, sightings and encounters with the Jersey Devil in the Pine Barrens and surrounding counties have slowed yet persisted nonetheless. Skeptics have chalked up the Jersey Devil's legend to colonial paranoia and paranormal hysteria of the time, coupled with unfamiliar sights and sounds of an unfamiliar environment. But there are those who fully believe that there is something strange living in the Pine Barrens, something that does not want to be disturbed and will react violently if it has to. What is it about the Jersey Devil legend that holds firm to so many people, even outside of New Jersey? It could be its bizarre appearance, found nowhere else in myth. Or it could be its chilling backstory, something uncommon to creatures such as Mothman or Bigfoot. Or maybe it's the thrill of something bizarre and monstrous, unique to its area, that has granted the creature such a lasting impact. As a result, the Jersey Devil has become one of the most famous and most beloved monsters of American folklore.